Hello everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. So today I'm working in my Large Dilutions journal and I'm going to do a single page spread. And I came across this page in a magazine and I decided that I really liked the image on there. So instead of tearing it up and using it, I just was going to stick it in as it was and use that as my background. I've never done anything quite like this before and used an already made image in its entirety for the background. But when the page was finished, I was actually quite happy with how it looked. So I stuck it down with gel matte medium and then I used some mineral just to blend in, try and blend in the sky at the top. I also went in with a bit of carnation because you can see there's a little bit of pinkiness in the sky too. It blended in okay, it was all right, good enough for me. Then using black and this Flying Bird stencil by Dina Wakley, I added some birds to the sky. I do love this stencil, it is one of my favourites. I like to use it whenever I can. You can see I'm just drying each one because, you know, I'm going to smudge it if I'm not careful. So, and then trying to decide which bird was the right one to use next. I'm just using a makeup sponge to apply the paint, making sure there's not too much paint on the sponge as well. This is one of my hand-drawn faces that I've got. I have a little stash if ever I've got a bit of time on my hands. I just sit and draw some faces, different sizes. So I'm just sticking this in with a very fluorescent glue stick. It was a little bit alarming when it came out that colour. And then I also have a little Polly Pocket full of collage elements that I can use on my pages. And these are ones that are taken from a Dina Wakley stencil. I think is it Scribbled Branches, or no, that's the stamp set, isn't it? I think it might just be called Branches, maybe. Anyway, they're botanical ones, and I've stenciled through with different coloured paints and then cut them out. So then I was spending a long time trying to work out where they would fit best on the page and decided that they would just go at the bottom of the page and I would snip the bits off that I didn't need. And then I used a black pen. It's a food ball pen or a food ball. I don't know how you pronounce it. I've no idea. And I just went in and did a bit of doodling on the stenciled leaves. I do feel that this kind of brings those kind of elements alive. These are Jane Davenport palette pastels, just to add a bit of gentle colour, subtle colour to the cheeks and a little bit to the hair. I love using these, they're ever so nice. They're so easy to apply just with your finger. And then I decided I wanted a little bit of text stenciling, so I used the mineral again and went in with a blending tool. Then using a white gel pen, it's a Signo Uniball, just outlining the birds in a sort of sketchy way. Then I have this, I think it's by Altenew, a letter stamp set, and I decided that I was going to add the word positive. That was the main word in my quote, and I was going to stamp it onto some collage tissue paper. So little thing that's worth remembering, and I will remember this, don't stamp over your journal page if you are stamping onto collage tissue paper because it does go through. You will see the lady now has part of a letter I underneath her eye, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I wasn't bothered. So there we go. There's the word stamped onto the collage tissue paper, and then I will stick it in with gel matte medium. So the reason I did it onto there was because if I made any mistakes, I could start again more easily than I could if I did it straight onto the journal page. And then just some handwritten words for the rest of my quote. And then I actually did just go over those letters just to darken them up a little bit. I think maybe my ink pad might need re-inking. look for something positive in each day, even if some days you have to look a little harder. I was wondering whether it was going to fit, and it did. It's okay. Just. I think that often happens to me. I start writing a quote and I think I'm going to run out of space. But like Dina says, not to be too precious about your journal pages, and just, you know, make it work. It's fine. I just added a few dots down at the bottom around the collage elements that I'd added. And then I'm using a silver gel pen and just going over my letters, just adding like a shadow line, sorry, to the letters. I actually think it was a gold pen rather than silver, sorry. And then just a little bit of text stamping dotted around here and there. And here we are, here's the final page. I really like the way the magazine image worked in the background. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video.